Today, we are going to explore the ancient Proto-Indo-European (PIE) language, which historians and linguists believe to be the common ancestor of many languages spoken today. Proto-Indo-European is thought to have been spoken thousands of years ago, and it forms the linguistic foundation for modern European, Persian, and Indian languages. As we already know, many words are shared across languages such as Albanian, Anatolian, Armenian, Balto-Slavic, Celtic, Germanic, Greek, Indo-Iranian, and Indo-Aryan. However, words like Sindhu, Arya, Ratha, Trishul, and Shiva tell a different story. These terms are deeply rooted in ancient Indian culture and depict a unique linguistic and cultural legacy, suggesting connections beyond the commonly shared Indo-European vocabulary. Let's take a deep dive. The Aryans are believed to have introduced horses, chariots, and many other innovations to the regions they settled in. Most significantly, they brought the Vedas with them, texts that encompass knowledge of astronomy, yoga, music, spirituality, engineering, cosmology, philosophy, rituals, language, Ayurveda, and much more. Among these texts, the Rigveda is the oldest known scripture in human history, offering a vast array of knowledge from its time. The Rigveda, however, contains an interesting twist. It mentions numerous rivers, including the Ganga, Yamuna, Sindhu, Sarasvati, Sarayu, and the 5 rivers of Punjab, all of which are located in India. Nowhere in the Vedas are rivers from other parts of the world mentioned, solidifying the idea that the Vedas were deeply connected to the Indian subcontinent. Additionally, the Vedas mention Kashmir, further emphasizing the geographical roots in what is now modern-day India. The Rigveda also describes a famous battle known as the Battle of the 10 Kings, which took place on the banks of the Purushni River, today's Ravi River. This battle was fought between King Sudas of the Bharat tribe and a coalition of 10 kings. Sudas emerged victorious, and his descendants went on to form the legendary Kuru dynasty, from which many great lineages in Indian history originate. King Sudas himself is considered a great ancestor of Sri Ram, the central figure of the Ramayana, which occurred over 10,000 years ago. This means that the Battle of the 10 Kings is an even older historical event. Following the battle, the merging of Bharata kings eventually led to the foundation of the Kuru dynasty, marking the start of the great epics like the Mahabharata, which begins in Aryavarta, the land of the Aryans. Over time, regions of Persia and India came to be known as Aryakhanda. The term Arya means noble in Sanskrit, and genetically, the R1A gene, often associated with the Aryan lineage, is said to have originated in India. Some argue for Central Asia as a possible origin, but it is worth noting that Central Asia was once a part of ancient Bharat. Evidence of this ancient Vedic civilization is found across Central Asia. For example, the oldest known idol of Sri Krishna, dated around 180 BCE, was discovered in Bactria, modern-day Afghanistan, Turkmenistan, and Tajikistan. Furthermore, the Mahabharata even mentions regions like Kazakhstan as Uttar Kuru, suggesting that these lands were once part of a broader Vedic realm before being affected by a cataclysmic event. As we explored in Part 1, the migration of languages from India to the Slavic regions and eventually across all of Europe was a gradual process. This spread wasn't confined to land routes alone, naval routes played a significant role as well. The Aryans navigated the seas to reach places like Scandinavia. Interestingly, the word Navia in Scandinavia is derived from the Sanskrit word Navi, which means ship or navy in English, further highlighting the influence of Sanskrit on the regions they touched. The R1A haplogroup diverged around 25,000 years ago during the last glacial maximum. The earliest traces of this genetic lineage have been found in India, with evidence dating its presence in the region to between 18,000 and 22,000 years ago. Some recent research even suggests its origins could extend as far back as 44,000 years.